So hey guys, I'm back with another video, and today's video will be my first plan with me for the new year. It's gonna be my monthly plan with me, and I am trying out a planner cake kit just to see if I like it. We'll see how it goes in terms of excuse me, in terms of if I like it or not, but I'm not too sure that's what's going to happen. You know the drill. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as well as the bell for notifications of my next upload. And let's get into the video. So, of course, you know I have to start the video off by looking for all my materials, because it just wouldn't kind of sort of be a video without it. But I did notice something off the bat that was quite different. The washi is actually too thick. So what I'm going to do is look for a pencil. And I do kind of think, I have no idea what I have done with my actual ruler. Those rulers are so see-through that I never know what I do with them. So we'll just see if I actually decide to cut it. It is pretty thick though, so I don't know. But today you will actually get like a pretty thorough, not thorough, but pretty much a real plan with me. Usually I do try to plan out what I want to have in the video, and we'll see how good this fits. And actually for me it's still too big. So what has been happening lately with the older kits, because this is supposed to be like a reformatted kit made specifically to fit inside of here, is that these actual strips is too big. And honestly, it's still too big. So I'm just going to white out the January, because usually I don't care if I could see it, but I really can't see it. So I'm almost at the point as to where I don't understand the whole point of you even changing the way the kit was formatted, because it's still too big. So usually you can't really see on camera, but it's like an inch too wide, if that is the correct term that I'm looking for. I'm not gonna go ahead and white out the kaleidoscope thing just because I honestly don't care if that peeks through. But if I turn over the page, you can see that it's over the page and it's exactly lined up with the line. So this is why I was like, why are we changing? But I'm not going to make a big deal about it. I am just, oh, before I put my date dots down, I am going to try to put the little boxes here that go here to cover up. And that's not the right one, but these are the same size. All right, what the hell is going on here? So I don't know if I got the wrong kit. But is this? No. Maybe I got an old kit, because this is actually too short. And maybe that's what it was, because I don't understand, but I could have sworn this was like newly released. I don't know, but I am going to cut it with the wash, this little strip here, and then put the other box where it's supposed to be at. And hopefully we don't have no issues, because that was just a little bit weird. And now I'm really just going to check my order, because I could have sworn that this was like not the new kit, that this was like a new release. But if it's a new release, then why was that like that? I don't know. But either way, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I hope it doesn't look too weird, because it almost kind of, the pattern is not the same. But even so, if it was like an old format, I did not have an Erin Condren in 2017 to 2018, like a life planner. So I wouldn't know if the actual monthly view was a little bit different, but I absolutely positively could have sworn that this was a new thing. And maybe I'm wrong, because that is not longer, but I don't know. I'm in the group, so I could have sworn that this was a new release, other than like the New Year's theme one, because I did not want that to be like the thing. And when I saw this, I was like, ooh, but it could be my mistake, and I am going to check just to make sure, because that was a little weird. It's a lot weird. So I don't know what that's about, but I feel like it's not, because it matches like it matches. I don't know, but I'm gonna put down my date dots, and since my monthly views are not exactly that long, we'll just leave me putting the date dots down. I don't know if I'm gonna fast forward it or not, but yeah, I can't believe like this is the start of the new year. But if this is how they're gonna be, then you could have just kept the old format. I am really going to check now, because I'm not gonna be able to like let it go almost, because I'm just like, what the hell? I'm confused now. But it's pretty late when I'm up doing this. It's actually Christmas, and I decided to just go ahead and plan out my month, just because I couldn't sleep, and I do have to work tomorrow. So I kind of want to already have this up. I haven't done any filming today, and it's pretty quiet, just because the kids basically spent like Christmas at my mom's house. So they're basically like playing with the little things that they did get, and my nephew's actually asleep, because he probably was up for like the whole damn night. So that's a good thing. And I'm like, really, I do think maybe I picked up an old format, because I don't have like no strips at the bottom. And even her kit, like if we look at December, this is why I'm kind of like, what the hell is going on? Because even that had like at least a strip for the bottom. I almost want to get my other phone and just go on Etsy and look, because now I'm just like, what the hell is this? I don't know, because if you put the strip down, which I tried, it's like mad thick. And you basically have to cut it, which I don't buy kits to be experimenting. Like, I buy them because I don't have the time to do the shit myself. I just feel like I'm just forced to do it, and I'm not really interested in that. So I am going to get my ruler. And I'm going to cut it there, and hopefully it's straight, because you know how we do with my slice tool. And see, this is the bullshit, because now this is pretty sharp, so I don't know why it wouldn't break. And hopefully it's like not too thick. But I don't feel like I had to do this. I should have had to do something like this. That just annoyed me just a little bit. And if it's my fault, then it's fine. But I almost just feel like it made... I specifically remember being in a group and seeing this as a new release. And I was like, I'll pick this one up, because I didn't want to pick up the... what I didn't want to do is pick up the, I'm just going to cut the other one so I have another strip to cover that. And I'm just going to move my actual planner up some. And hopefully this is like not too thick. I'm just gonna go over it a second time so I don't have no issue with it pulling away, even though I feel like I almost shouldn't have to. This tool is pretty sharp, but it would be like my first time just picking it up. But yeah, all right, so that's that. So like I was saying, you're pretty much basically going to get a legit plan with me, and this is probably just like gonna be like a pre-planned thing, because again, for the most part, the only thing I do like to put down in January, we have my brother's birthday, no school, and then somebody else's birthday, my niece's birthday. First, let's mark back to school. Well, let's just mark my paydays, even though there's only 4 here. And I do get paid 5 times this month. This is a 5-week pay period, which I appreciate. Oops. So usually what I like to do is going ahead and switching up the color. I was about to say, did I still do the same dumbass shit? But I didn't. And I don't have another payday for right now, but I'll just leave it. It's not that important. Let's go ahead and mark the no school now, which there's only no school on the 20th. I guess because they're coming back from vacation, and my daughter is like in a charter school, so their days off is not the same as everybody. So we have no school. Then we have birthdays, which I'll just go ahead and mark later. Okay, so let's go ahead and and we're still trying out these Villa Beautiful pens because I'm going to try to get my money's worth. And Wednesday is back to school. It's also New Year's Day, but who cares about that? I believe that's back to school. They go back to school that Wednesday. There's not anything really in this week that is spectacular, but I do want to go ahead and put down that I will have new releases in the shop. And I do plan on, if you don't know, I do have an Etsy shop. And this, I do want to try to get at least 2 out for this year. Well, this month, I'm saying this year because it is a new year. So and give myself time just to like plan it out or whatever. Snow school this day. I do feel like if I want to be like really correct, I could go ahead and look at the calendar, but that's what I have marked for the most part. So I'm just gonna check again. That I don't think it will be anything crazy. I do think that's what it is. All right, so we have down the new releases. Is there anything else? We'll go ahead and mark my brother's birthday and my niece's birthday, and I am gonna use like these little emojis from here. We'll use this one, and we're gonna go and then we'll go, I do like this little this green. I do really like the colors in here. That's why I'm almost for sure that this was like a kit. So the 30th is my niece's birthday. And then the 18th is my brother's birthday. And yes, his name is Love. Don't ask. I'm not his mother. I'm trying to think, is there anybody else's birthday in particular I do want to go ahead and do, but I really don't. Not anybody that I need to put on this video. So I have the no school down. I have my new releases down. I have Love's birthday and Jania's birthday down. Now, so when it comes to like the whole kit thing, because I'm gonna put my thing back now. I don't know. I have gotten into printable kits, so I do think that for the most part, there's really like nothing for me to buy specifically that it is anything that I do want to go ahead and mark as far as any sales. I did have that as an option here when you open up my calendar view for sales, but there were any sales in particular that I want to go ahead and mark. So I forgot my little grocery shopping stickers, but I do want to go ahead and mark that it is January, so you know what time it is. And I like that she added these little circles, but I won't use them here. I am gonna go, gonna use this one and go. Here we go. So, my job working with ADP a lot, the tax returns for that usually comes all the way at the end of January. So, I believe that this is when I'm going to be able to file my tax return. So I will go ahead and put that in there for that date because I do want to go ahead and file during that time. And something else that I do want to go ahead and make a note of, and I'm going to use more green. I need to definitely get on that ASAP because I know that I need to get out of here just to do what it is that I want to do. So I will put that. Actually, I'll put that here. And is there anything else for January that I really want to go ahead and put down? I'll put this down and I'll put it on this because I'm liking this color a lot. I'll put this down and then I'll just list my bills in a second, all the bills I have for the month. One of the goals that I do have for this month is actually to go ahead and just get everything in terms of my license. So I'm going to give myself a deadline. Give myself like time to study and stuff. And actually pay for that because that's something that I need to get done. Lord Jesus, when it comes to, and honestly, I'm gonna really use this life planner to like really plan out my life. So if you see me just mark little weird stuff, that's just because I really need to do certain shit like that, because if not, then it doesn't happen. So we're gonna have, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Even though I'm gonna use 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna go. And it's basically because if I don't, I won't do it. So if this is a little bit weird that you're like, why the hell is she marking wash hair? Because I need to plan this out. Originally, like when I started watching YouTube, I was watching like hair care videos, and I actually had like a calendar, and that was just to hold me more accountable and let me stay on track with stuff, because if I don't, then I just feel like my whole life is like in shambles. So depending on when I'm off for sure, I am going to mark wash here on that Sunday of the week that's starting, just so whatever day off I have, I know that I need to get my hair washed. I need to wash my hair, and not only my hair but Leia's hair as well. Just so for her it will probably like be a Friday in that week, depending, usually because I close this day, I'm off this day. So it would be like once she get out of school, I'll go ahead and do that, because it needs to just get done, because I don't do like a fantastic job of keeping up with that, so to speak. And this is gonna look weird as well, but and I put wash car, but it just means to vacuum the car. I do have kids, and I don't go to like a car, I say kids, but they're not all my kids. I don't necessarily go to like a car wash. So I do know that I need to take the time out to vacuum my things, because it's just ridiculous. And I do think that will be it for the things that I'm going to mark. And I think that is it. I'm just going to list my bills, and I'm going to go ahead and get budget planner for that. Actually, I don't need to, but I think I do, because I have some things listed here that wasn't listed before. And I hope I have, yes, I was about to say, I hope I have everything, which I do. I just need to look at something here. Leia.
They try to kill Edward. They try to kill Edward. They try to kill.
Oh, Lord Jesus, my child. Trying to see if there's anything else that I want to go ahead and put in here before I list my bills. And this is usually why I just try to pre-pin, just for the sake of the video, because if not, I just lose my mind. Oh, I do want to go ahead and mark this. This is something new, and I'm just going to use like a day dot. This is something that I'm doing, and I want to start savings challenge. And this is save, it's save $1,000 in 26 months. So I am starting this the 1st of January, and we'll start from there. So I'm gonna be saving $1,000 on top of what I already have in my sinking funds, and what I already deduct out my paycheck to go into my markets account. And we're just trying to save save money for this month because it just needs to happen. And that's it. I do not think that I will be purchasing any like major kits or anything, but we can go ahead and mark that. And I'm gonna put fine. And I need to find, so I already have like my kits for how is it 5 weeks in February? It's not 1, 2. Well, technically, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only 4. I'm bugging. So we need to find, even though I specifically think that I have like my kits for February as well, because like I said, I have been getting printables. And we'll do for just so that we have enough time to actually get them, depending on who we buy them from. And if they're gonna be like printables, which I told you I have been into a lot, then yeah, I'm not gonna mark my grocery shopping in here, even though I have been doing that. I don't, not that I like dislike it, but sometimes I feel like it's almost, I'll do it. But the only problem is, and I have a sampler here, so that's fine. I don't have to dig like too far. And let's go. And I always try to go like around this time. So I'll leave that like that. And I do not feel like there's any like deep cleaning or anything that I do want to go ahead and get done. So let's go ahead and list bills for this month. I do think that I am done. So we'll go, the first obviously is rent. I do feel like I have another thing coming out of here. Okay, I'm gonna mark it. But if it's not, because I did this before, I'm gonna be tight. But it's gonna be fine for right now. I'll just leave it. I'll mark that as the first one, and then the second one we'll get back to. The second one should be the 7th, and then the 21st. So that's every 2 weeks. So then the 10th. chase, which is the bane of my existence. Then the 21st, you should have card notes. Again, the 22nd, you should have iTunes again. And these are like the little insurance and my Indigo card. And I don't know if you could see how it's doing a little bit good, but it's not doing this. And then the 28th is Victoria Secret. And then the 29th is and that is all of my bills. Hopefully we'll get back on track as far as like the debt tracker for that, because that shit is getting on my nerves. So this is how my month is looking. Like I said, I decided to do some different things in terms of how I go ahead and use my life planner going into the new year for the next 6 months, is that I'm using it to really plan out my life. Not that I wasn't before, but I just feel like I probably wasn't using the monthly view to the full potential that I could, as far as like an overview of what I want to get done and have done this month. So I am going to leave the video off here. If you guys are interested in watching any more of my planner videos, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to my channel, as well as if you're interested in picking up a life planner or anything off the Erin Condren website, I do have a referral code down below that will be in the description bar for $10 off your first purchase on Erin Condren. Don't forget to go ahead and check out my Etsy shop for any of your budgeting needs. I do have a lot of releases coming up as far as cash envelopes and kits that I am excited to bring to the shop. Have tweaked and done some things that I'm more comfortable with releasing, so don't forget to check me out on that. And that's at Simply Real Budgets. You could go ahead and actually check me out now. There's some things over there you might want to look at. Go ahead and support. But the best way that you could support me, which you guys have been doing, is just watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. So thank you for your support thus far, and let's all go into this new year being being productive and setting ourselves up to have a very good financial year and a very good productive year. So I will see you guys on the next one. Bye. Yeah, yeah.